back for round 2. This is a very nice hand. So yeah. Rough time against Delver, which is not where you want to be in the first game. Let's hope this one goes better. But yeah, not to be too negative, but definitely starting to see. Oh, this should be fun. I'm starting to see why the legacy version works, where this version doesn't. Well, I don't want to be that harsh. Why it doesn't work as well, sorry. Free counterspells are just work so well with what you're trying to do, because it's hard to be overwhelming when they're constantly disrupting you. But if you have no disruption, then most of the time, you know, you're gonna roll all over them. Vapor Snag would be great against this. Wasn't there a version of this deck with Death Shadow? The idea being that you know, cast all these free spells, make your dude huge, and then Death Shadow is your backup one con. Pretty sure I saw that somewhere. It seems like crazy fun. Sure. So we're just gonna try to race. Which we may well be able to do. Sweet. So you can see here, without disruption, how much easier of a time we're having. It also helps that we have like a massive amount of lords this game. So 8, so still not quite dead, but nearly. And possibly we can block this guy. Okay, so don't we just win? checked if it our path and snags. Thalia would be insane. Just to get a diffusion, since that's quite useless. Not useless, I guess, against ground rift, but it's pretty sketchy. Need to look up. Yeah, so Spell Sky wouldn't work because he could just, like, it still triggers Swiss Spear and he could still exile it even if I changed the target. I mean, that would make it smaller, or I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so that should do it. Let's just go with the Thalia. Sweet. That's a plan if I ever saw one. If he has a Phyrexian mana spell, it's gonna hurt a lot. Nope. Close one. So I think drop the Thalia next turn, path Sidewinder, or path something else. So no lords is really hurting us right now. Any day now. Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting rocked. Now we have to spend 3 life just to do this. That's gonna kill us. So yeah, I think a forest has to be in here. Green, white. Can I even afford to attack at this point? I don't think I can. I think I'm gonna path one of his guys. I don't know if that's correct. Maybe I should try to race, but 2, 4, 6, 8. Could have an 8 next turn, but you know, this is still yeah. This is difficult to fight. Oh god. Let's just call it there, huh? This is brutal. So we can hope that we draw into stuff or go down to 5 cards, which could be even worse. I'll go to 5, I guess. Yeah, that's better. I think I want to leave it for now, because I don't know what I'm going to draw now. I would like to swing with Mutavault. He could have some of those free mana spells and fuck me over, but... Yep, there we go. You know, we can't just sit around all game hoping he doesn't have free spells, right? Also, we have a Sidewinder, so that helps us, possibly. Oh yeah, plus I have Gale Rider. So we're looking better this game. This is quite an explosive deck though, so I could win this turn for all I know. Does he get +3? That's crazy. That makes him 6 for 0 mana. It's crazy. Oh my god. Also gains trample. Oh, that's the perfect card. 18. Oh my god. Turn 3 win. Touché, sir. Touché. I can't handle that. So we're 0 for 2. Not very good. And one of those decks is, you know, quite susceptible to removal. We just didn't really draw much, I don't think, or not at the right times. So... I probably should have played Gale Rider. He has counter spells. So this maybe could be a lot of things. I'm guessing Storm though. Which is a deck I'm probably gonna start playing soon, by the way. I know it's not in the greatest meta position, but it is a good deck regardless. If people aren't prepared for it, you know, it just completely blindsides them. Nothing else, I'll probably play it for, just something to try out with dailies now and again. So, diffusion sliver. I'm wondering actually if I should just always be playing Lords first and just drop diffusion sliver naturally, so to speak. Could be part of my problem. But she also seems like she's only really good in the early mid-game, so dropping her later seems quite bad. It's a very strange card. I wish she cost 1, but that would probably be too much value. I don't know, maybe not. She's not offering as much as I would like right now, so... much disruption here. Is he still just trying to set up, I wonder? Hopefully he doesn't have Wrath. If you're running Serum Visions, I don't see why he would be. Oh, it could be Twin 2, of course. That seems likely. So, 12 coming at him next turn. Okay, so it is Storm. So, good chance he's going off this turn or trying to. Even with no engine, as far as I can tell. He's trying to draw into an engine, I guess. Maybe trying to set up for next turn. So this is not the most exciting viewing. Storm is one of those decks that can be very fun to play and just utterly boring to play against. I used to play against it at my local shop here. I just bust out my phone while the guy's comboing. He doesn't care. It's not like he's gonna get offended. He's the one playing the solitaire deck. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we lost, so let's just concede. Rest in peace. All that graveyard hate. Bringing that. Lots of stuff. Stick it all in diffusion slivers. They're pretty garbage. We can definitely take out some snag. It's probably not going to be very good at all. Something like that. Let's do it. We do have a vial, so also quite risky. We have no disruption apart from path. Yeah, this is just too slow and risky for a storm, I think, so. This is better, still not great. I want to see the graveyard disruption, I don't want to see this. So. Yeah, an extra resting piece would be good, I think. Do I have two? No, I just have 2 total pieces of graveyard hate, so. Still like, storm is very common anymore, so I don't think it's exactly worth accommodating, but that's also why it gets away with a lot of wins sometimes, so. It's in that sweet spot. Kind of like how auras, like you can't sideboard just for auras, because it's too narrow. Same reason you shouldn't sideboard a Malira for Infect. Almost always you should not sideboard just for one deck. That card that you put in there should always work at least against 2 decks. There are exceptions, but generally it's a terrible idea. Please try recipes. No. So if I just swing with Mutavault, it's a 3-turn clock. If I drop the Sidewinder, he goes down to 12. And then I still can't kill him next turn, can I? Yeah, I would do 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, so. Well, either way, I guess. Well, I think if we draw a 3rd land, this plan might be better. And we do not. So I'm thinking just swing with these and leave mana open for Electromancer. I don't think it really matters if I play anything at this point, or if I swing with this. Whereas Disruption could possibly buy me the other turn I need to win. I don't know Storm inside out, so he could just murder me. Here we go. So the benefit of paper is that if they play, well, you can just tell them, well, I guess you wouldn't necessarily want to, but you could, in theory, just tell me if you play an Electromancer. But if you told them that, then they probably wouldn't play it, right? So, yeah. I'm pretty sure Metamorphose plus this is just too much, so I'm just gonna concede. So, last round. I would like to pull out one win. Terrible. I guess this is 8 rack. I don't think I would have taken Vile. If he's playing 8 rack, I just wouldn't play Vile. So. I think I'm just gonna drop Mutavault and leave it at that, but I almost want to just leave even the Mutavault. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that for now. Oh no, he's playing. Well, he's probably playing that. He might be playing Ray Stack's version for anyone who knows him in the Intigious forms. So I do feel like I want the Mutavault, but I don't want to drop it too early. Okay, that one didn't count. I found that very annoying. I know I probably think on plays longer than the average player, but most of the time I don't think I'm atrociously slow. And they get impatient, some of them, if you take longer than like 3 seconds. Oh god. We're gonna get smashed. So he has almost no disruption, so I'm just gonna keep dropping slivers. I do have path, so that's a thing. I do have a relatively short clock. Come on. You can do it. I'm finally over my cough. It took forever. Okay, this is not the usual amulet. This is pretty typical of tournament practice, by the way, so we're really more interested in our deck than theirs, so like even if I was goldfishing, I could get a lot of information. So I think yeah, we could safely drop this. It's like you see this fairly often. It's like people try to improve on existing proven decks and they just make it worse. It's very frustrating. It's like, do you really think you know more than okay. I'm not sure why he's amulet in this deck though, but that makes sense. Bladesteel maybe? I wonder if I'll have Bladesteel. This is a weird deck. It looks like he mashed up the polymorph deck. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. Protection from colored spells. I forgot my Ghost Flames at home, so. Yeah, pretty much anything but that, and I'd be good. Otherwise, polymorph. It's controller, so Spellskite would be great. Let's take it all this. Spell Pierce. Although he has tons of mana, right? So I think destroy target creature. What creature? Oh, what I should have done is removed the fucking the plant token. Was not paying attention. Sorry. So I guess we keep all that in. What else did we bring in? Spell Pierce, let's take out that. So Spell Skite, we take out the Diffusion Sliver. We did have an amulet, but I really didn't see what it does. Yeah. Anything else we should bring out? I don't think so. Okay, let's go. So I guess we could have won that quite easily, actually, and I just wasn't paying attention. Bunch of lords. Yeah, so this is, I think, the second time I've been hard up for green mana. See if we draw in anything, but otherwise that's going to be a problem. So I'm thinking maybe take out a Hallowed Fountain for a forest or something, because the path was an issue as well, so I don't know. So now we Vial. This is pretty brutal. too slow. Excuse me. This is terrible. We're supposed to be taking a Seachrome Coast for forest. Something crazy is gonna happen next turn. This is just sad. I think my only chance is if I draw into Harmonic Sliver and then blow up that, and hopefully he doesn't. I don't know. Oh god. Oh god. This is janky but fun, and there's some definite synergy. He needs to cut those amulets and the bounce lands and all that stuff. Get rid of all that crap. Put in Arbor Elves. Doubling Season is fun, but I think not good enough. Basically just build Nykthos. Yeah. I need a Gale Rider to have a chance, I think. Well, here we go. That's the thing. Doesn't really help now. Oh, I can make these 4/4. Yeah, I don't know. Let's... Oh, fuck, I passed the turn. Or I skipped the phase. So I should have Phantasmal Imaged and then Valed in Automaton. As is, I'm kind of boned. So... Oh, Jesus, and I forgot about Sidewinder. I'm completely messing up this round. Sorry, I think I'm just kind of tilting, to be honest, after 3 losses in a row and what looks like a 4th. I'm a bit frustrated with this deck. Also, I could have blown up 2 enchantments. Wow. I've actually never played Harmonic Sliver before, so that's my sorry excuse. Blah blah blah. Let's go. I'm assuming that he's going to try to win with the ultimate. Oh, apparently I won, despite my horrible misplays. Anyway, yeah. Apologies for that last round. That was, like I said, I'm just tilting a bit here. Not playing my best, that's for sure. Yeah. So if you can't tell, really not that happy with the deck. I mean, I've definitely had some decent matches before. They don't. I mean, I tested a bit out before, and I think I went at something like a 40% win rate, I guess, roughly, something like that, 40-50. So it's definitely not as bad as it's been today, but I think today definitely did well to highlight the problems, which are basically the mana needs a bit of tweaking. We need a bit more green. As, although we don't have much green, the green we do have is key, so very important. And just some of the cards that are, I mean, this kind of outperformed in a way a little bit, and this kind of underperformed. So the removal was decent. We don't have enough land, I think. We probably need at least one more land. Probably one is the right amount, one extra. Sideboard, yeah, definitely needs some work, so we need some help there. But yeah, I feel like even with tweaks, we're not in a great position. Anyway, I will elaborate more on that in the article. Hope you guys enjoyed checking out the Sliver footage. I did what I could. But if nothing else, I think this serves as a lesson that Slivers is not viable in Modern. That's basically what I'm taking away. Again, it's not as bad as the footage you saw today, but it's definitely not great enough. Like I can't argue against just playing Merfolk instead. It's just a better deck. So if you like Slivers, play Merfolk instead. Sad to say. It's a fun deck. It can be fun. I think you could bring it to F&M and win now and then. And it's definitely good for casual tables. So, for that it's okay. And, maybe we'll get real lucky and one day it'll be competitive, but I'm pretty skeptical. So I think when it needs its free counter spells, and those just aren't going to happen in Modern. So, that's it. Alright, cheers. See you guys next time.